Welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is your man Shallow here. Not sure if you guys can hear me. Let me lower the volume quick. Alright, so I just want to quickly explain what type of game this is. This is Space Pirates and Zombies 2. Today I will be actually playing this game. So I did play it in the beginning, so alright, let's just skip to the parts of explaining the game. Alright, it's a survival evolving post-galaxy game. So there's a zombie threat. You have to defeat the infrastructure and they must collapse. Feel a scarce in this game. Scavenging means like survival in this game. The galaxy contains hundreds of fleets, each try to survive. All captains do everything that the player can. So it's almost like similar to what's that other game called? Mountain Blade Warbands. It's pretty much similar to that game. There's many arguments that say it's not related to that game, but in my opinion it seems very similar. Alright, let's play the game and show you guys what I mean by it. Okay, I will start at normal. Set the music is loud.
Element 126, resin. Res. It was the answer to everything. A transmutable element with the power to unlock the secrets of the universe. It gifted humanity everything there was to know about space-time and how to enslave it. Res triggered an explosion of technological advancement. Mankind spread to the far reaches of the galaxy, growing exponentially in numbers, along with the reliance on Res. The United Terran Alliance was founded to control the countless population. Eventually, they sought to ration the use of Res. As Res supplies thinned, conflict arose. An epidemic of fortune-seeking miners forced their way to the galactic core, where resin was most abundant. Eventually, the primary Res source was discovered. All Res stemmed from a sinister and timeless energy being, a being awakened by the use of Res. They had sprung an ancient and recursive trap, Res being the bait no budding civilization could possibly ignore. Corruption spilled outward into the stars, twisting the biological matrix of all it touched, integrating it into machines. Mankind's own technology, their own dead, had begun to turn against them. For years they struggled to survive against a flood of abominated metal and flesh. Billions were lost to the infection, only further feeding the expanding corruption. In spite of hopeless obliteration, the very fabric of life itself arose to fight the dark entity. As a race, humanity came together for a single purpose. In some twisted way, they had found peace. Peace, however, does not last. People fell back into their self-minded ways. Humanity turned inward in a scramble for the remaining Res, which now could no longer be renewed. As the UTA lost its control over the galaxy, they collapsed the entire Warpgate network beyond any hope of salvage. Human ingenuity, it turns out, knows no captivity. A resin-based drive was developed, allowing more direct travel anywhere in the galaxy. The Void was reborn as a wild, untapped, and lawless frontier. As years pass, piracy and skirmish battles rage. Precious Res the prize. Raw worlds are recklessly colonized and disputed by legions of makeshift starships. An entire ecology of nomadic drifters emerged, endlessly recycling the wrecks of constant war. All the while, the nearly forgotten saviors of the galaxy tirelessly struggle to exterminate the last remnants of the infection.
Wow, that was a story. Alright, here we go.
It seems like, yet again, you dimwits have flown my ship headlong into an infested region. That is the third time this week. 6 million forms of communication, and I'm yet to find one that can articulate how moronic you fools are. Computer, power up the weapons and shield emitters. The doctor is in.
What? Oh, okay, that's great. Okay, I think I got it.
Super kill.
Wow, this is like 10,000.
Mega kill.
I think I'm out of reach.
Ultra kill.
Just ready for
Game over.
By the void. Level 13 is truly the bane of my existence.
Carl, seriously? Do you realise crew members suffocated on the lower decks because you routed power from life support to play stupid video games?
Silence, imbecile! They gave their lives for the greater good. A scientific mind must stay active, or it would wither and wrinkle. I'll boil any ocean. I'll irradiate a whole litter of Narlakian pups. I'll divide by 0 if I have to.
I told you he'd cause trouble if you leave him to his own whim. Those implants can really make a man sick in the melon. Elsa, he is a liability if we keep him on board.
Please refrain from sneaking up on another living creature like that. Do you not realize the horror people have to endure every time they look at your face? You are fortunate I did not inadvertently dismember you in a panic-induced frenzy.
Everyone, shut up! To the bridge, right now. Anyone not here in 30 seconds is getting vented into space.
Okay. Alright.
Well, I'm glad to see everyone was able to get up at the crack of noon to work towards sustaining our survival.
Let me present to you all the garbage dump we'll be sifting through this afternoon. Yes, most of this is useless junk. Yes, this is utterly pathetic, but what choice do we have?
This ain't no way to treat this here metal mother. The lady deserves better. Let me be snapping on something fresh. He might not be the best candidate to operate the tractor prototype. Keep in mind that Carl built this thing, so it goes without saying that it's dangerous. I'd hate to have come all this way just to have Mackenzie rip us apart like a rabid chimp with Carl's untested toys. You know how those two can be.
I don't really care who does what, but we need to jump on this opportunity to expand the mothership. That core module will give us some elbow room, while those wings will give us some much-needed firepower. Let's get those modules fitted so we don't have to listen to each other breathe anymore.
Please pay close attention to the moving picture feature film show. You will be subjected to standardized testing following this demonstration.
Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of this now, so just show you guys this. Alright, I just wanna check something. Okay, perfect. Alright, so let me see. Alright, left shift to move. I'm holding left shift. Oh shit, left. Cool. Alright. There, then I can add 100 By the way, this junk bot is like the Guinness weapon.
What exactly do you think you're doing? Stop leaning on that overhead projection like a crutch. This isn't some archaic, top-down space shooter we're playing here. This is real, brutal, kitten-eating life we're talking about. Join the rest of us down here in reality.
Yeah, let's see the chains.
Our omnilithium capacitor is now tapped out.
Alright, I'm gonna skip that. R for it.
Alright, I'm bringing the weapons online. If that is indeed what you want to call this garbage.
I have decided.
Alright, just gonna skip the dialogue for now. Because it's all tutorial. Okay. Just get some more.
Please assimilate and perform the following diagnostic. All modern space.
I have to say I'm impressed.
Welcome to the Super Ultra Star Map 9000. This holographic interface will allow you to scan all known galactic entities, plot mothership destinations, and communicate with other ships and starbases. Please practice untethered exploration now. Game saved.
Alright, this is basically our map. So in the beginning, even the zombies haven't awakened, or I mean the face didn't awaken, so now it's just us seeing zombies. Yeah, and the zombies. No, most. Ooh, Japan refuge.
Apparently.
Yeah, you scavenge the 4 exos, right?
Alright, we're mobile. If you were all thoroughly...
Alright.
Pillaging successful. Cargo acquired.
Yeah, as you pilot the other ship, it will take consume race because you need to feed some
Scanning
people. So
area.
more people there is, the more race is gonna be consumed. Oop, and you can choose to ransack this place or just harvest it. So, cool. Alright. But our mission is just to explore. You see our ship is level 5, so and you can adjust the engine speed, but the faster it is, the more race it's gonna consume, so I'm just gonna keep it up.
Okay, I'm calling it. We need to shift our focus back to more pressing needs. Everyone on board is expected to understand that...
Alright. Yeah.
Pillaging successful.
as much as I...
Finding good, fresh, refined out.
Scanning area.
I sense some underdeveloped crewmen require contextualization about how urgently we require these basic resources.
Of course, we need
Now that we have some currency to spend, we should stock up on strike craft. We wouldn't be a very respectable mothership without some sort of support fleet.
Alright, this is just now I can create small ships. Yeah. As I gain level through the game and that stuff, so I'll be level 10. I will get some extra ships. Yeah, you guys get ideas like how higher your level is, the more you can get, and the more stronger the ship will be. Oh, basic knowledge.
Oh, for Gamma's sake. Why did we drop out of warp? Carl, what is wrong with my ship?
Nothing is wrong with the ship, Elsa. I've scheduled a combat drill for today. We're getting a little too soft for my liking.
Jameson, it's 3 in the morning.
Oh yes, I forgot about this. You can actually change
All of the ship's command and control systems are routed through a wireless-assisted simulation.
Yeah, E is for
Relay point designated.
you want them to go to a certain location. You want them to defend something,
Priority asset designated.
if you want them to target something, then press on the
Target locked. Obliterating.
cool. If you want them to recruit,
Alright, that's not bad.
hold E.
Not great, but not bad.
Shut up.
Position holding.
Alright, target asteroid. Alright.
Engaging. Target locked.
Oh
Obliterating.
shit, stupid me. Alright.
We have sufficiently asserted ourselves over this inanimate material. Surely we must be...
Alright, back to the map.
Now that we have strike craft of our own, we should learn how to fight against them. It's a big galaxy, and we're not original thinkers here. We should be able to locate a border raid to have our way with. They should be no match for the combined force of our mothership and strike craft.
Game saved.
If we tune our warp frequency...
Alright, this is just archives or
For over 30 years, Jameson has served as high-level commander of the...
I'm just gonna skip this. Alright.
Behold, my happy place. It is here There is research data that has
Each
not
time you
yet been
gain a level, you can
allocated.
choose a perk. So
Consider
this is
not
three
not
perks that already come
allocating
with
it, and
and
instead
select them.
allocate it.
Shit. Alright, I should locate a raid. Ooh, not bad.
Map updated.
That's a pretty fun. Alright, let's go there.
Signal detected.
Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Well, it is not doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. I checked the dictionary. However, that is literally the definition of practice. We have all practiced this over and over. Now let's drop those training wheels and execute.
Practice is irrelevant. The command and control system is smarter than the sum of all brain matter on board. Simply change the pre-configured weapon configuration to my experimental battle wagon mode. The ship's weapon systems will track and fire independently, unfettered by human ineptitude.
Alright, the battle wagon just you put your weapons on automatic, so you don't need to aim for any shit and so that'd be
Battle wagon mode.
I just prefer it because I can't fire two sides at once, so that on the right corner was just a blueprint. So the more you have, the more upgrades, you know, if it's upgraded, it's strong, and it's tougher enough. Like you
Alright, we've graduated from inanimate material to ships a tenth of our size. It's a baby step, but I'll take what I can get from this bunch.
Are we done burning bugs with a magnifying glass? Good. Okay, let's carry on. Second star to the aft.
Aye, Captain.
Now that we have achieved a base level of technology,
Game saved.
though I am completely though
In an effort to curb interplay.
Alright. I'm not gonna buy it. Almost. Five bit. I'm getting wasted on my money. Oh.
Awareness expanded.
While I don't.
Thursday's coming soon. Did you bring your coat?
I'm not gonna take it. I don't have enough money. Yeah, you have to actually gain mission. Alright, so I'm just quickly gonna get some money to buy that crap, so yeah, basically I'm just gonna quickly gonna find cash. Actually I'm just gonna skip my video when I finish this mission, so it won't waste you guys time. So alright, here we go. Alright guys, welcome back. I didn't go anywhere, but still, alright, I have bought all the parts I need except the engine, so I'm just gonna equip this to my mothership, so we'll be all good. So I'm just gonna check all the damage. Okay, let's go ahead. Alright, how to assemble your ship is just you go to assemble ship here, and you got also. Right, and the easiest way to do this is you can either do this and drag that one there, or you can just do this. Right, just mouse, come right click on this one and right click on it. Boom, it switches automatically without even doing trouble. So I have been upgrading my ship a bit, so actually stronger now than ever before. So, but still not strong enough for the next few levels.
Oh yeah! Back by popular demand, more scheduled combat drills. Now that we have some decent weapons, let's cut our teeth on a live fire exercise. As in, we'll be shooting at living things. Now, before you get your long johns in a bunch, listen. We're simply gonna rub out a few bandits. I'm gonna find a suitable target.
I could have sworn I was captain of this ship yesterday. This has got to be the last examination. You do remember we saved the entire galaxy, don't you?
If there is one thing I've learned about people, is that they have infinite ambition to do as little as possible. Your brain might be a muscle, but so is your trigger finger. If you don't practice, your trigger finger might forget all the things it once knew.
What? Okay, whatever. Let's just get this over with. I don't like to keep too many murders in my inbox.
Game saved.
Yeah, no, it's actually unplanned. Let's get this done. I think I wanna join that battle. Yes!
Hey, what's shaking?
Oh yes, if you're joining the battle and stuff,
Travel
the
wagon
person
mode
you're helping
activated.
you get
Okay,
bonus
point,
relationship out of it.
shoot,
But except
kill.
Spanish, you can't join
And don't look
bandits.
down the
That's
business
actually
end
bad,
of the
but-
boomstick. You got that? If you don't, I'll get you a life jacket for the next time you use the toilet.
Damn this guy's shit. Alright, still, yeah. You gain bonus relationship to the nation you actually help, or faction or ship commander. Yeah. Alright. There's enough talk, let's get to that. Oh yeah, the left side of my ship is actually just missiles, and the right side is I think it's called Omni Laser. Something like that. You get it. Left side, missiles, right side, laser. But the guy's gonna like this. Boom! Down she goes.
Okay, we've blown something up. Jameson, did you get your fix? Don't even answer that. And don't give us any homework assignments either. Let's just pack it up. I have a bug up my aft to maybe, save the bloody universe. Do we think we can squeak that into our busy grade school schedule?
Nope. We still have a lot of upgrading to do to our ship. Our ship is not nearly strong to my liking. Let's get to it then.
While you were sleeping, I connected the data analyzer system to your cerebral cortex. If you select the incorrect button, your brain functions will...
I don't want to reload this at all.
Pillaging success.
If you wish to succeed in this universe, we need more data. My body needs it. Kill to get it if you must. Bring me the data, and I will give you power beyond your wildest dreams.
Well, you sound like a dictator. But oh well. Deal's a deal. We're friends.
Game saved.
Whatever your mission number. Alright, so guys, this is it for the tutorial. Thank you for watching. Alright, I'm just gonna cut in episodes of each main mission and that stuff. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.